Death, eternal punishment for anyone who opens this casket.
Hi, my name is Harry Jacobs, and welcome to the North of 60 Gaming channel, and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and this is Horrified. As we get closer to Halloween, I wanted to do something a little Halloweenish. So today I've been down and I had to dig through the archaeological dig that is my gaming area and pull out Horrified to show you how to play. It is a 1 to 4 player game, and it's based on the universal monsters of the 40s and 50s. You'll find Frankenstein and Dracula and the swamp creature and many others, terrifying a city. Can you stop them? I don't know. It would be a tall task indeed to stop all the monsters. But you can bring friends, up to 4 of them, to play this game. So let's go down to the table and have a quick look at Horrified. The stakes have been raised. So we are here down at the table, and I'd like to open the box. Now the first thing we have on top, as always, is the rules. The rules are very straightforward. This is an easy game to play. This is a filler game. It takes about an hour to play. You can play with 1 to 5 players. There are perk cards and there are items that you can pick up, and you take items to different locations to save the city from the different monsters. You can play between 2 and 5 monsters, and there are plenty of different monsters. Let's just pull them out and take a quick look. We have Frankenstein's monster. Dracula, you have to find his coffins. Swamp Thing, you have to be able to find him. The werewolf, you can cure him. The Invisible Man, you try to find his location. The Mummy, you have to find the various unks around the city, and then you can stop him. This is kind of fun if it was upside right. The board comes with a strange warning. It's kind of fun. It's tongue-in-cheek, kind of like the game. There's that cheese factor that you need in these old B movies, and so this gives you a little bit of that cheese factor that they're warning you not to play this game. Here are the various items. These items, I believe, if I recall, it's been a long time since I played, probably since last year. Actually, it was 2 years ago. Actually, I believe I played this last. These are the items, and each items get drawn onto the different locations on the map, which I didn't show you, which I will. I'll pull that back out. And then you go around collecting items, and then finding the clues, and then taking care of the monsters. Oh my gosh, I am so disorganized this morning. Let's open the board. I love the way they say you're about to unfold one of the strangest tales ever told. Unfold, get it? Like we're unfolding the map. Here is the map. It's nighttime. You can see the various water locations because you have to find the creature from the Black Lagoon. We have the theater, a precinct, camps, caves, crypts. What better place to find a mummy or Dracula? More on that as we get around to playing it. We have various bits and pieces that go on the boards to help us track monsters, to destroy monsters, zap things. You can play with a good selection of characters. The game itself has almost a pandemic feel to it. You only have so much time to play. You're up against monster and horror. You're up against the cards running to the end of the deck, if I remember. Ever blossoming things that happen, and it just gets very hairy, like the Wolfman. But here we have the scientist, the professor, a courier, inspector, explorer, mayor, archaeologists. You can see we have citizens, which are the white bases here, and they'll come out through the board, through the game at various times, and you must save them because monsters like to go and eat them. We have our monster minis, and we'll show you those a little bit more once we explore the box, put the game down, I should say. And that is what's in the box. We have some cards. Basically, the monsters move by the cards, right? So if you look at the little icons at the bottom, they'll tell you which monsters move and what they'll do. And each of them have like the place Lucy at the theater. So Lucy comes out. And I can't even pronounce that. Entheologist, the thief. And then you have your perk cards that'll help you along the way. You have a card that says Mob Justice. Choose one. Place either Frankenstein or the Bride in any space or move any monster 3 spaces. And it's only played during the hero phase. And hopefully that helps you. It is a non-competitive game, so in other words, it is a cooperative game that you play and try to win together. You either win or lose together. It's just one of those games that's a lot of fun and enjoyable. So let's get down to the table and let's play it. So welcome to my gaming table. We have gone through the unboxing. We've gone through a little bit of the intro. I hope you enjoyed the little mix of trailers from the original movies. I believe the only one that I was missing was Dracula, and I've done that one before with Bela Lugosi. That was 1932. The Swamp Creature, I think, was 1954, and The Mummy was, I think, 59. Could have been earlier. But most of these B movies ran in the from 1950 to 1960. The original Dracula was 1932. Of course, there was Frankenstein as well. But we have set up the board. We are ready to go. You can see that we are started on the 0 tour level because I am not playing solo. I am actually playing 3-handed, and I am playing with the professor, the archaeologists. And they all have their special powers, and we'll talk about them as we play the game. And the explorer. Now, what I tried to do, normally you would just deal them out, but I felt that based on the characters that we're playing or the monsters that we're fighting, I thought that the professor and Dracula kind of went together. The explorer went with the creature from the Black Lagoon. And then, of course, the archaeologist went with the mummy. And those are the 3 monsters that we have decided on. They are around easy to medium, so we didn't take the harder monsters. We took 3. That is the standard game, or I should say I took 3 because that is the standard game. You can play easier if you want 2 monsters, or a little harder. You can have 4 monsters. I felt 3 was about right because it's just me. We have our perks, and we've given out each one of these perks, and as we use them, we'll talk about those a little bit more. And of course, once we start playing, I'll explain how the cards move. You can see that in all 4 corners, there are coffins, and of course, that is how we're going to defeat our Dracula, is by destroying his coffins and finally tracking him down and then defeating him. We are going to take our boat, and we're going to try to find the lair first of the swamp creature, and then we're going to trap him and then defeat him. And of course, with the mummy, we're going to have to put the ankhs in the correct order. And you can see that they are 5 in the 1 spot, 4 in the 2 spot. And what you do is basically take 1, 2, and 3, mix them up and put them in 4, 5, and 6, and do the same thing with 5, 4, 6, and put them in 1, 2, 3 randomly. And so there's the creature is in the lagoon. The mummy starts in the museum. Dracula starts in the crypt. Our explorer starts in the camp. So that's a bit of an advantage. Our dock worker is the archaeologist, starts in the dock, and of course the professor starts in the hospital. This game is really, really simple. Basically, there are 2 phases. we have the hero phase, in which the heroes will do up to four actions. And in case you didn't realize that the actions for the explorer is 3. Now that's because she's got a strong special ability which allows her to go place your hero in any non-water space. So she's got a little bit of an advantage. And you can do any one of these actions, and you have 4 of them, and you can repeat actions as well. And then once we do the hero phase, we will move over to the monster phase. And basically what we're going to be doing is going around, and we're going to be collecting these various assorted items throughout the city. And then we're going to be taking to spots, and then we're going to try to smash coffins, murongs, find the lair, and hopefully defeat the monsters before they defeat us. There's basically 2 ways to lose this game. First is if the turn marker goes to the end, we lose. And if we run out of monster cards, we lose. So throughout the game, villagers will come on, and the monsters may hunt them. Generally, the focus of the monsters are the hero, but if a villager gets in the way, the monsters will stop and try to eat them, or take them apart, or destroy them. And that's basically the game. And you can see we have our combat dice, and the cards will tell us which one. If it hits on the boom, if it hits on what looks like a hit, it's going to trigger the hit. And in which case, then, if it's on a hit and we are on a hero space, we are going to have to discard a item to mitigate, or take the hit. If we take the hit, we don't die, we just kind of get injured. We're going to wind up in the hospital, and we're going to move our tur up. If a villager dies, they're going to put the tur up. If an exclamation mark shows up, we're going to do our special actions, and we'll explain them as we go along. But that is basically the game. So we are ready to start. So we are ready to play, and we're going to start with the hero phase. Each hero gets up to 4 movements. The explorer is only 3 because she has a special power that allows her to move them. But we're going to start with the professor. So the professor is going to move 1. He's going to pick up for 2 because he can have a pickup. He's going to go 3. And he's going to go 4 because he wants to be in the museum, but there is a risk that if the mummy shows up, he could get smacked. But he's got a couple items now, so he should be good. Next thing up is that is as quick as the hero phase goes, and then we're going to pick up a card. And we are going to put 2, and we're going to resolve the card from top to bottom. We're going to put 2 tokens out. So we'll just go into our bag of tokens. And the first one goes in the mansion, and it looks like a little, gotta find, half the time the struggle is trying to find what's what here. Oh, there's the mansion, and in the barn. We're gonna put a pitchfork in the barn. Looks like there's a couple of pitchforks up there. Okay, next thing is we resolve the card, which says the hunt is on. It is, if no hero has the haunted emblem, give it to the current player. Move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the haunted emblem. The Wolfman is not on here, so really we're going to ignore this text. Next up, we are actually going to, whoops, our creature is not where the creature belongs, because the creature starts in the lagoon, and we're going to move the creature 1, because you can see that he activates, and he moves 1. So he's going to move to the closest hero, which is our explorer, for 1. Next up is Dracula is going to go. He's going to move for 1. He moves to the closest, and he's going to move into the Abbey. He has nothing to combat. And then the Rage. You can see the Rage marker here, so he actually is going to activate twice, and he's going to go there. And that is what the monster does. Then we're going to move along to our Archaeologist. And if this deck ever runs, of course, we lose the game. I'm going to use this green marker, which you can barely see, to just remind me who the heck I'm playing, so I don't forget. So the Archaeologists, He's going to move 1. And his special power allows him to pick up items from adjacent spaces. So he's going to take these 2 items for 2. He's going to go up to the coffin for 3. And then part of what we have to do, if you can just see that here, is in a space with a coffin, we have to use a total of 6, which we have 10. It's not really an overkill because there's plenty of red on the mark. You can see the value of 10. And he's going to smash the coffin in the crypt. Or actually, that's the dungeon. And the first thing is done. Then we're going to pull another monster card. And this one says 0. So we're going to put no tokens out. It is sunrise. So Dracula is going to go back into his little hidey hole. And then you can see the icons. Now the icons here match what's on the card. And this would be actually the Invisible Man, which we're not playing. This would be Frankenstein and his bride, we're not playing. And then the Rage. Well, out comes Dracula again. And he moves along. We are now to the Explorer. The first thing that the Explorer is going to do is pick up the yellow. Now she's going to use the yellow to move the boat here, so that's 2. She'd really like to get down to this yellow here, but boy, that's pretty dangerous at this point. So, 3 and 4. And we're going to pick up another card. Da, 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 da. And so first of all, we're going to put another 0 tokens out. Retreat. Place the creature at the lagoon, which is a little bit of pressure off. And let's just see. Do we have that? Nope, that is the Wolfman, I believe. That is not a creature we're playing. So we're back to the Rager. I'm just trying to see who that is. That's the Bride. Okay, we don't have the Bride and we don't have the Wolfman. So we're back to Dracula, who rages. So he is going to move 1 closer to the 2 green. That is it. We are back to our professor. Phew, the first thing the professor is going to do is he's going to spend his 2 unks. And he's going to manipulate his unks by 6. The idea is to put these in order. How about, it's kind of tough to figure out how to do this. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now, that was his first turn. He's going to move. That's his second turn. So that's his second turn. He's going to go 3 and 4. And we're going to pick up another creature card. And hopefully it is going to be Dracula. The Innocent. Place Maria at the barn. And we're going to put 3 tokens on. So the first thing we do is put our 3 tokens on. We have the docks, another docks, and the Abbey. And we're going to put Maria on. There's Maria, I think. Is that Maria? Nope. Yes. And Maria goes at the camp. Oh, she has to go to the camp. Maria's going to start at the barn. Now, we can move Maria to the camp if we can do that. So, that is a goal for us, is to move Maria. The next thing is we're going to move it. The next thing we're going to do is move Frankenstein, the Bride, and the Rager. Now, the problem is, it is Dracula. He's going to move to our Explorer. Our Explorer has no items. We have to roll our 3 dice. Our explorer had 2 blanks and a hit. She could not mitigate the explorer, even though our current player is the professor. So she winds up back in the hospital and our tour goes up. We don't lose anything, but that's how that goes. Next up is our archaeologist. So the archaeologist is going to go 1. It's going to pick up here is 2, 3, and 4. The archaeologist thinks he's going to pick up Maria and going to try to get her to the camp. Now we're going to pull out our monster card, and we have 3 right there. So we're going to put out 3 more tokens. If we ever run out of tokens, we'll just take the discards, and the discards up off to the side over here. So we're going to pick up 3. 1, 2, and 3. We have the N, we have the N, and we have mansion. And then we have on the move the frenzy marker to the next monster. Move each villager 1 space towards their safe location. So that means the mummy is now the frenzy monster, and we're going to move our villager 1 step closer, which is not necessarily. But we have and then we're going to move our raging monster 3, which is the mummy. And though he's going to move closest. 1, 2. Now the active player decides where it's going to go. And since he's already at the hospital, he's going to move 3. He's going to roll 3 dice again. Again, there's no mitigation. Hits her again. Doom. Our turn goes up to 2. And we are now at the explorer's turn. She has not had some good luck here. So for this turn then, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then she'll be able to collect the yellows on the way to the museum. So we have a 2. We'll just put that here. So we're going to start and resolve the 2. We go into the museum, which is good, and then the barn. So the barn is getting very good up there. Next is the hunt is on again. And if we had the Wolfman, we would move him, but we do not. So first of all, we're going to move our creature 1 space closest to a there, which is not good because we're going to roll 2 dice against our our explorer again. She has no items. 2 hits. Bang. Back to the hospital. She's just not having a good day. Next up is Dracula. Dracula's going to move over to the theater. He's going to roll 2 dice on the villager. Blah, blah, blah. He used an exclamation mark which says, place the current player's hero in Dracula's space. Well, that moves her up here. And then the last one is the Rage, which is the mummy, which is down in the hospital. And he's going to move 1 space. There we go. That was not a good turn for us, but at least the villager is not dead. I'll put Maria on her side so you can see her a little bit better. Boom, we are back to Mr. Professor. Whew, you can see how quickly this game just gets into all kinds of trouble. Move any hero villager 1 space. Okay, he is going to... I think he's going to move 1, 2. He's going to move over to the museum 3 and pick up that for 4. Here it is. 2 tokens. So we're going to resolve this. We get the precinct, which has got a lot of stuff right now. And the graveyard. Okay. So, next up it says, Form of the Bat. Paste Dracula in the space with the current hero. Blah, 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 blah. We have the Mummy, who's going to move 1. Dun, 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 dun. We have the Bride of Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, and that's it. So we've gotten away fairly lucky. We are now at the archaeologist. Guys, it's really early in the morning. So we're going to take... First thing we're going to do is take everything that's in the barn. Put it on our archaeologists. He's finding all kinds of items. And what's his special pair? Pick up an item from an adjacent space, so he doesn't have to do that. He's going to go 1. He's going to go 2. 3 and 4. You can see how quickly this game goes. I love this game, and it's a fun game. So the first thing we're going to do is put 2 tokens out. The tower. This kind of reminds me of a version of Pandemic a little bit. And the shop. Where is the shop? There's the shop. Okay, the active player is the archaeologist. Let's see. Oh, we're already playing that one. Sorry. This is a monster. Meet the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. We don't have to worry about. The mummy is going to move 2 spaces. Or I should say the creature is going to move 2 spaces. Closest to the closest player. And I think... Oh, geez. I think I'm going to move him here. 1, 2, because we have a lot of items that we can get rid of if we have to. We're going to roll 1 dice. And we does a hit. So he's going to lose maybe the least valuable red one, maybe. So we have 4, 6 now. Okay, he's going to lose the yellow one. Oh, he likes the yellow one. So he's going to lose one of the red ones. And he mitigates that hit, which is good. Now we're going to move our explorer. Our explorer is going to guide Maria. 1, 2, 3, and deliver her to the camp. So Maria is saved. Woohoo! And we get a perk card. And the perk card says, place a hero in any non-water space. And we can use that at any time. So this is actually a good one. 3, and she can move again. She's actually going to use her perk card to go right over to here. Any non-water space. And on our 4th turn, she's going to pick up all these wonderful things. Now we've got a few things for her to mitigate the monsters with. Okay, that was pretty successful turn for our explorer. She only gets 3 though, so actually we just can't pick that up. Okay, so little confusion there, but so she'll put these all back because she only gets 3 turns, remember? So she would have taken it 1, 2, 3 and delivered, used the card to come over here. We're good. Okay, we will pick up a monster card, and it says 0. We don't put anything down. Place the creature on the river. Whew, well, that helps. And then we're going to activate Wolfman. Woo, the bride. Woo, the mummy. And where is our mummy? Our mummy is going to move 1 space. Boom. We have gotten away lucky. It is our professor's turn. The professor has a yellow. So he's going to spend the yellow for the first thing he's going to do. Move something 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, that's 1. 1 bet. 2 bets. 3 3 fabulous flyers.
Then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he's got something to go. And we're going to move our cards along here. We're going to put 3 out this time. So we're going to get 3 tokens. And we got the Institute, which is down somewhere. The Institute. Hospital Graveyard. There's the Institute. We have the Laboratory. Who doesn't want to talk like Dracula? Where is the laboratory? There's the laboratory, and we have the inn. There we are. Inn's getting quite a number of things up there. Then we are going to take the fortune teller, what's her name? Maleva. Maleva, and she's going to go to the camp. And she needs to go to the shop, which is down there. Fortunately for us, we do have somebody there. But first, the Wolfman, no. We are going to move, so whoever's raging, which is the mummy 1, and he's going to move to the closest guy, which is the professor here, and he moves 1. We are now back to our archaeologist. The first thing our archaeologist is going to do is take his yellow for 1 and move our boat to the next yellow space. Then he's for 2, he's going to move. For 3, he's going to spend 6. Destroy the coffin in the cave. And then he's going to move back for 4. Next up, that is it. There is 3 tokens this time. I really do like this game, and this is so much fun. Laboratory. I should play this way more often. Another laboratory and a mansion. Wherever the mansion is. I will find it eventually. Precinct, farm, dungeon, theater, camp, mansion. Okay. Dr. Reed goes into the Institute. Nope. That looks like Dr. Reed, and he goes to the Institute. And he has to be picked up, and he's going to go to the camp. Whew, oh boy. Well, that's not too bad. Shop where we could probably do something there. And then we have the creature, who's going to move 1. Closest. Who is the closest to him? I would say the explorer is. So he's going to go there. Our raging is the mummy, which is right by the professor. Though at least the professor has a couple items. So he doesn't have to go to the hospital. So he's going to attack. The mummy's going to attack. Okay. What's the mummy's special ability? Rock the boat. Move. Oh, that's the mummy. Fortify the curse. Flip the lowest scarab face down. What that just means is that I'm going to have to spend a turn flipping it up and getting rid of a yellow. Things could be worse. We are back to our explorer, who is here. I think what happens is we're going to take the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our explorer and take all of these. That's our first turn. We're going to use our ability to give us an extra 2 turns. So she's going to actually have 5 turns altogether. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a perk. So she is ready to move and try to find that creature from the Black Swamp, the Black Lagoon. There we are. 3 tokens first. So it's not a lack of tokens in this thing that we'll do yet. So we're going to go to the church, the docks, and the shop. There's lots of tokens on the board. The question really is, can we save the 3, because we're going Fritz is now out, and he's going into the tower, which is somewhere. As I said, the biggest thing for me was always trying to remember where stuff was. The tower. Oh, yeah, it's over here. And he's going to go... Where is he going to go? He's going to go to the Institute. He must be insane. So, Frankenstein, Bride, and then the Raging Monster is going to move 1. And then he's going to attack for 1. Now, it is the active player's ability to decide who is going to lose the item or be attacked. And I think she's going to do it herself because she's got a number of items here. So she can afford to lose. And there were, 2. So let's hope that we pull up blanks for our mummy. No, we don't. We have a hit. So she's going to lose 1 of the blues. So she doesn't take, and then the mummy is going to activate, and we're going to rock the boat, and we're going to move it back 1. That, again, wasn't a horrible turn for us. We're going to move. We go back to the professor. The professor, for 1, is going to pick up that for 1. He's going to go 2, 3, and 4.
Oh my.
So the first thing that he's going to do is spend 1 of these to turn this guy back up. Right. He's going to spend another one to move 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're getting there. And that is his turn. Though it leaves him vulnerable. Especially if Dracula shows up, which he doesn't. 2. The camp. And the barn. The door is open. I shouldn't say that. The professor is here. Well, okay. The professor would have an opportunity. So the professor's going to move. And what does he get to do? Move any hero or villager 1 space. Yeah, okay. He's going to use this. No, he's not. He's going to go 1. He's going to pick these up. Move 2, pick these up for 3, and move to the laboratory for 4. He's going to try to get rid of that coffin down here. 2. Oh, we never did finish. I didn't trigger this because it was... oh, did we never finish this? Oh, we never finished this. Sorry, guys. We never finished it. Which would have moved the mummy. And we did move the creature. Okay. I may have made a mistake here, so please forgive me if I did. We're going to pull another card. It happens. We're going to put 2 out on the board again. So there are duplicates, as you can see. There's the thief again. And we're going to put this in our graveyard. And we're going to put that in the Institute. The board is getting crowded. The Institute. Where is the Institute? I know I put something in the Institute already. Okay, next we're going to do the thief. The invisible man's not here. We are going to move the mummy 1 step closer to somebody, which is right here, I would say. Then we're going to trigger the black creature from the Black Lagoon. He's already there. The active player decides who is he going to attack. I would say the explorer this time, or the archaeologist. 1 hit, the archaeologist is going to get rid of the red so he can avoid the hit. And that is the end of the professor's turn. Now I am playing with the monsters, everything on their side, just so you can see that a little bit better. We're going to move to our archaeologist's turn. And he gets 4, and he has pick up items from adjacent spaces. Well, he doesn't have to worry about that. I'm going to move Maliva to her shop. Let's just see what he has here. He says, move each monster up to 2 spaces. Kind of likes that. So let's do that. He's going to move them up to 2 spaces. 1, 2 into the river. He's going to move the mummy. 1, 2, and Dracula. Kind of 1, 2. There, that way we can maybe clear some of the space out of here. Okay, now it's his turn. He's going to want to go to the shop. So he's going to first use the blue for 1. So we're going to move that all the way over to here, which is a good advantage. Then he's going to go 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 2. And then we'll deal with the cards. First is the precinct, and then the laboratory, and then we have Dracula's gaze. Move the hero or villager closest to Dracula 3 spaces towards him. So who is the closest? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, that sucks for the professor. First up is the mummy. Where is the mummy? He's over here, so he's going to move 1. We don't have the invisible man, and we have the either or. I think we'll put over to here, and that is the end of the turn. Nobody gets to attack us, at least. But we are churning through these cards. Whew, it's going to get down to like the last one. Now we are in the... So first thing we're going to do is pick up this for 4. That's 1. We're going to move this to 2. Nothing. 3, 4. Wow, that's... Oh, she only gets 3, so I don't even know if she wants to move. What's her special ability? Place your hero in any non-water space. Oh, any non-water space. Well, we'll do that. 1, 2, and... she's going to go down here. 3. That's the end of her turn. We're going to pick up a monster card. The first thing we're going to do is going to put 3 out. So, let's put 3 out. 1, 2... 3. So we got the Institute again. What's that one? The Tower. The Institute. Where is that Institute? I always lose the Institute. It's over down here. And lastly, we have the Mansion, which is up down. No, was that the Mansion? Do you love the way I talk to myself? There's the Mansion. Okay, what's next? We will place Lucy at the theater. Uh-oh. There's Lucy. No, that's Elizabeth. There's Lucy. At the theater. And then we are going to start with Dracula. And we're already there, so we're going to hit the professor for 1. Exclamation. The active player. Place the current player, so the current player is green, so the current player is coming over to here. Bang. She's enthralled. And then the raging, which is the mummy, is over here, so she's going to move 1. Boom. And he's going to attack the yellow player for 1 dice. Let's just hope for nothing. Oh, an explanation. It says, turn over... At the museum, use... Oh, it says it's going to turn over the lowest Serb face down. Okay, there's the lowest face down. Ugh. Not good, but it could be worse. So the explorer went over here to try to get those nice blues to get up to here. We are back to the professor, who's got a couple of reds. So the professor is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the entire turn that the professor has. Because he's over to here to get rid of that. Hopefully we'll get rid of that coffin. And he's going to pick up 2. So we're going to pick up 2 more tokens on the board. Into the tower. And into the camp. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay. Next part is Frankenstein. We don't do that. Then it's the creature from the lagoon. He's going to move to the closest. Right there. That is the end. Well, we got away lucky on that one. You can see it does. We don't always get. We get chased by the monsters more, but you're really trying to mitigate all that. Wow. Okay. We need the action items. So we have 2. One of them is going to the shop. The other one is going to the theater. Or the other one is going to, the mansion, which is over here. Now, I believe the guide action, 1 villager. Oh, my. So he's going to go 1. He's guiding the 2. So Minerva has been saved. So he's going to get a perk card. And this says, skip the next monster phase, draw and place 2 items from the bag. Then he's going to go 1, 2. You know what? You might as well play that perk right now. Skip the monster phase. Perfect. And that way, we might be able to get that, save this villager who's going down to the mansion at this point. So we've skipped that. We go right to the explorer. Whew. We're so close to get... Oh. So the first move, 1. Second move, pick up 2. 3, use your special power to go here. There we go. So we'll be able to get rid of those 2 caskets. So we're getting there. We're almost there. Okay, we're going to put 2 down. Place the invisible man. We don't have an invisible man. So we are going to put 2 of these down. You can see quite the number of camp and museum. And then we're going to activate the mummy. The mummy. So he's going to attack our archaeologist with 3 dice. So the chances of getting hit are pretty damn good. The terror goes up 1. Then the creature from the Black Lagoon is going to activate. He too is going to move to the closest hero, which we're really lucky because it moves it away, because the rules state specifically that they move to the closest heroes, which are all down here. So he's going to go over to here and rolls no dice. However, we are ever getting closer to that. We are now here to our professor. The professor is going to use these for the first turn and smash the cough in the crypt for the first turn. What's his special ability? Move any hero or villager 1 space. Well, he's going to use his special ability to move 1 space. That's 1. That's his specialized 2. Ooh. Okay, 3, 4, and he's going to pick up these 2 reds right there. That'll give him some mitigation. And we're going to move. There we are. We are 0 down. If no hero has the soul sign, give it to a current player. Move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy. If no hero has the soul sign, give the current player, which is the professor. So we'll have to find the soul sign. There is the soul sign, and we're going to move him 3 spaces towards the mummy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then next we are going to do Dracula, who's right here and is going to move to the hospital. The closest hero is at the hospital. Boy, he just doesn't care who he attacks. And he's going to roll 2 dice, and we can't mitigate. And bang. that doesn't help us. It is a race. It is a race for sure. We are now to our hero. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to pick up 3 and then 4. So that puts him in a good spot to hopefully get rid of Dracula, perhaps. Depends who activates this turn. First, we're going to put 3 down. 3 tokens down. And we have a Institute, which is over here. A Camp. And a Inn. Okay, on the move. It says, move the frenzy marker to the next monster. Move each villager 1 space towards their safe location. So the creature is now the raging monster. And where is their safe location is the mansion. And this is not good. He's going to move to the theater. And he's going to go to 1 closer to the camp. And the raging monster is actually going to go, which of course is now the mummy, which is now the creature from the Black Lagoon. So she's going to move up to 3. Well, it doesn't have to go any further than the archaeologists. And he gets 2 dice. And the archaeologist is... This is going to suck if he gets a hit. No. But he's going to turn over two more onks, which is going to make it that much harder to solve. Okay, the archaeological had his turn. It is now the explorer. The explorer has 2, 4. He's going to pick up 1. Spin the last to last of these tokens. Destroy the last coffin. 2. Come over here. 3. And move this guy to 4. So we are getting closer. Insane Survivor. So we're going to put 3 tokens out on the board. 1, 2, 3. We got the church, the Institute, and the camp. Okay, next is place Renfield at the docks. Oh, Renfield was already at the docks. We saved him once. Oh, no, we did not. There is Renfield. And then Dracula is going to move, and he's going to move 2. 1, 2. And he's going to attack the archaeologists. He does have mitigation. Let's see what happens. He does take 1 hit. He's going to lose 1 of the tokens. Next up is the Raging Monster, which is the Swamp Monster, which is right here. He too is going to attack with 2 dice. 2 hits. It does not matter. I don't lose anything. I'm just going to go right to the hospital. The terror level is up. And we are in big doo-doo. That is a technical term for we are like in trouble. It is the professor's turn. I don't know what the professor wants to do at this point. We need yellows to destroy Dracula. We've got to get some blues up here and yellows here. I think he's going to try to make... Oh, where is he? The professor is there. And it needs to get down to the Institute. Lots of blues there. So he's going to go pick up this guy. He's going to guide him 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Institute. He is saved. Hallelujah. We get a perk card. And this perk card says choose 1. Place either the Frankenstein or the Bride. Move any monster 3 spaces. Oh, this might be good. Okay, he's going to move a monster 3 spaces. At least get him out of the way. 1, 2, 3. That gets him out of the way. That is the end of his turn. Next up, the monster phase. We are running out of monster cards. First of all, we're going to put 2 down. It's the hunt is on, which means it's the werewolf, so we're going to be skipping that. And we're going to go into the mansion, which is over here. And the abbey over here. So we've got some yellows, if we can get to them. And then we're going to go creature from the Black Lagoon is going to move to the closest one, which is basically here. Dracula is going to move here. And he's going to hit the Explorer. So that's 2 hits, but we've got plenty of blues. So you're just going to off a couple of blues. Lucky for her. Lucky for her this time. Oh. And then the Raging Monster, which of course is the creature. So he's going to move closer. I don't have a big budget for sound effects, so you can see that I'm using my own sound effects. We are now at the archaeologists. So he's got 4. So he's going to go 1. He's going to pick up that 2, 3, and 4. So he's in a spot where Dracula is, but he can't kill Dracula quite yet. But that is good anyway. So we're going just about offing Dracula, and we're going to put 2 in and to the museum and to the docks. We don't have the bride, so the creature is going to move. He's going to move 2, but he only moves 1 because he moves to the closest. The active player decides. He says attack green because he's got lots of blues. He's going to roll 1 dice. Nothing. Yay! So we've dodged a bullet there, but we are close to the end of this game. It is now the Explorer's turn. The Explorer is going to take Lucy. 1, 2, deliver Lucy. Picks up a perk card. And that says, place a hero in any non-water space. She basically says, that's great, here. Oh, I need the blue there. We got 1, 2, we've delivered Lucy. Well, we could do this. 3, 4. I think we're in a good spot at there. Oh, she can only move 3, so she's there right now. So we're going to leave her there. I think we're close to what we can do there. It is close. We're going to put 3 more tokens onto the board, of which we have 2. So that just means we're going to take all our tokens that I've discarded, and we're going to put them back in the bag to grab 1 more. So we have the Institute, which is down here, has a ton of things on there. The Barn has a ton of things on there. And the Institute again. Okay. Next up is place Professor Pearson at the cave. Where is Professor Pearson? And he wants to go to the museum, if we can get him there. And that is it. We are now back to Professor's turn. So I think he's going to use this particular card. And it says, choose a space with a hero, and you may place any number of heroes on that space. Well, but he's not going to use it yet. First he's going to pick this up for 1. Then he's going to use that card. Then he's going to move 2. And then he's going to use an action, which is, does he have a yellow? No, he doesn't have a yellow. So he's going to spend the blue for 1. That's his 3rd action. His 4th action. Actually, he's not going to spend the blue. He's going to spend the red, actually, to move the boat there. For his 3rd action, he's going to move a blue for his 4th action. So we are so close. 0, reincarnate soul. If no hero has the soul sign, we have it. Move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy. 1, 2, 3. It's a good thing that we managed to do something there. First up is, it's really just Dracula. Here is Dracula. Dracula is already here with a hero. Dracula is going to roll 2 dice. And hopefully, what do we do here? He takes a hit. Well, we can't go to the hospital, so we're going to take our yellow, put it there, and, whoa, okay. We are now to, so he's going to move 4 this time. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, he's going to do more efficient than that. He's going to go 1, 2, he's going to pick up 3 and 4. Because he has special ability that lets him pick up from the adjacent squares. Though that puts our villager at risk, unfortunately. And we're down to a couple of cards. And we are the worried place Elizabeth at the mansion. Where is Elizabeth? There's Elizabeth. And we're going to put 3 tokens down. Not that we need too many more tokens here. But we have Abby. And the barn. Okay, and then the movement is the raging monster, which is the creature right here. So the creature's going to roll dice, and if he hits, the game is over. Oh, he swished! That doesn't end the game. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That horseshoe felt very, very lucky. We are now to Elizabeth's turn. Elizabeth's going to go 1. We're going to pick up this for 2. Interact with the blue, which is worth 3. We are now at the lair. And we need 1 of each color, which I think we have. Do we? No, we don't. We don't have a red. 2, 3, 4. We're going to put her there because there's, I think, who's got 3 different colors? I don't know if anybody has 3 different colors. No. Who can get a red? The professor could get a red. Professor could share. So all we got to do is survive, perhaps. Okay, and then we can share. Okay, we are pulling a monster card. We're going to put 3 more on the board. Dr. Colley is going to go into the laboratory, which is somewhere. Institute Laboratory. Eek. And we're going to put, what did I say, 3? Okay, we have the graveyard, which is somewhere. And the tower, which is somewhere as well. Is it right here? And 1 more. Another one for the tower. Okay, we are going to do the raging monster, which is still the mummy, a creature from the swamp. Oh. See if there's anything we can do. Place a hero in any water space. In any non-water space. So actually, he's going to pop in here before here, and he's going to put the explorer in the non-water space. Phew. Now the mummy's going to roll. Hits for 1. She's perfectly happy losing 1. And we survive, but we only have about 3 more turns. We will now go back to our professor. So we might be able to do this. Professor's going to move 1, 2. He is going to share with green, but so he's going to share with green a red, or actually green is going to share a yellow with the professor for 3, and then he's going to spend a blue, a red, and a yellow. And the creature is gone.
King. King, darling.
David. David.
Get back, Dave. Get back. No more. Let him go.
We have killed the creature. Whew. But we're down to 3 cards. That was a share action. So long as you're on anyone can share with anyone, even if it isn't the active hero, as long as the active hero is there, you don't have to share. Anyway, next up is the third last phase, which is the delivery. Wilbur and Chick. Who is Wilbur and Chick? Oh, there we are. Wilbur and Chick at the shop. Well, that's not good. Well, we got monsters there, so we're good. We're going to put 3 tokens out. We can win this. I think we can win this. The barn, the mansion, and the theater. Okay, who's going to activate? Okay, Bride and the Raging Monster, which is the... Oh, it's going to go back to Dracula, who's already on the spot. I am the active player. I say the green is going to take the hit. She says I'm good with that because I got a ton of things that I can get rid of if I have to. Only 1 hit. So she's going to lose a blue. And that is that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the museum and manipulate all these. That is going to be the question here. Whew. It's coming to our archaeologist. So the archaeologist is going to move 1. He's going to spend 6 yellow. And Dracula is destroyed. The last monster is really just the mummy now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but he can't do anything there. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this, but we've come close. 0, the reincarnated soul, of course, is our professor. He moves it 3 spaces closer to the mummy. 1, 2, that pretty much does the professor in. Nobody activates, but the professor now is just out to lunch. The explorer has has 1 yellow. Really, or 2 yellows, I should say. So I don't think the best the explorer is going to do is move 2 of those over and then activate. And we are not going to win this game, unfortunately. We are basically down to our last card. That's where we go 1, 2. She would bail her last 2 yellows to turn over the 2 onks, but that's as far as we can get. The mummy is still on the board to terrorize us as we take the last card. Even if we had 1 more turn, the professor is not going to get to the museum in time. And he doesn't have any yellows to begin with. And then we have 1 yellow here, which would basically just turn that onk over. So that is the game. I love this game. So let's do some final thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So final thoughts. What is this game? This game is a fun pandemic-like game with a couple of timers, of course, with the terror or the running out of cards, as you saw us did. You can see that 3 monsters. It really did come down to the wire. If I could have gotten over 1 more time, maybe, or a couple more times, there's plenty of tokens out. You just got to get to them. You got to avoid the monsters, and you really don't know what the monsters are going to do and how they're going to do it. And there's a bit of a dice rolling here, so you get a bit of that randomness that you just don't know if you're going to take a hit. Like I took a lot of hits up front in the first couple turns. Bang, 3 turn. And if I was playing solo, I would have been basically finished at that point. Lots of things to do, lots of locations. I wish they would expand it and give more monsters, but I mean, they are doing a standalone game coming up. I don't think you can do better for a filler. This is not a gateway. This is a filler game, easy to learn, has some strategy. It is totally cooperative, makes for a fine solo, in my opinion. And a quick solo, now mind you, it takes a little longer when you're doing what I'm doing, but I'm played straight through pretty much. So normally when I play, I would have to stop and start a few times. Not this game. I didn't even have to look at, you don't even have to look at the rules really. Everything is once you get the setup done, everything is on the cards. So this game is super easy to play, super easy to set up, and super easy to tear down. I highly recommend it. I don't know what the price is exactly. I believe it's in $40 to $45. I'll take a look at 401 Games and I will put it down in the subtitle. Meanwhile, if you like the kind of stuff like this, and this is a special kind of creepy Halloween thing that I'm doing, so I hope you like some of the special effects that I'm going to put through here today, and enjoy some of the screaming and moaning and trailers. I really want this to be special for you. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. I would love to have you as a subscriber, so please subscribe. Hit the bell if you want some notifications. Please, comments below. Also, reach out. I would love for you to reach out to me and say hi, and I would really appreciate that. So, my name is Harry Jacobs. I am the North of 60 Gamer, and please join me again when we go down to the table for whatever is next.